Okay, so how on earth are we meant to react to what just happened? Honestly, like, that was one of the biggest what the fuck pay-per-views I have ever seen over the last year. Hello, KWP Universe, Wrestling at 100, back with you here to review and react to what just happened at WWE TLC. A lot of things happened at WWE TLC, and a lot of things happened here on the KWP channel. Let's start with the pre-show, shall we? Because this was previously unannounced up until, I'm assuming, in the pre-show. Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch. All of Team Bad in Sasha Banks' corner. Becky Lynch has now been fed to the dogs, pretty much. She has now had to go out on her own. I liked her when she was part of Team PCB. Just gave her that sense of, camaraderie with a few divas. But now she's literally been left in no sort of faction or stable or nothing. She's got no one in her corner, and it showed during this match. This match wasn't the greatest. Both of these guys, when they were down, or both of these girls, sorry, sometimes I just say guys. Both of these girls were both down in NXT, and they were both putting on like these epic matches, not necessarily against each other, but now that they've moved up to the main roster, I feel like their talent's not really being utilised, and putting them on the pre-show is definitely not helping that cause at all, because the pre-show has obviously a time restriction on it, and it doesn't help when you're putting the match on and giving it a set time just so Renee Young and her posse can continue talking crap. But anyway, Team Bad getting involved, Sasha Banks picking up the win. Then we moved into the actual event, and probably the best match on the card was your first match. This takes me back to watching like Vengeance 2003 or something, That triple threat ladder match, the Usos, the New Day, and the Lucha Dragons. The Lucha Dragons were a bit of the why are they in this team, but they put on some fantastic spots, as did every competitor in there. But who couldn't have seen the end coming? Of course, Xavier Woods, if he is out there, is going to get involved. It is just too predictable. I thought at Elimination Chamber way back that might have been the chance to take the titles off them. However, Xavier Woods was allowed in that match. He had 3 New Day members in that pod. And they didn't end up dropping the titles until Money in the Bank, when Kofi Kingston was in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So in order for them to get those titles off the New Day, it would seem that they have to press on and put one of the other New Day members in another match. However, I don't even see them dropping the titles as of late. I should have really thought ahead of that. New Day is one of, if not one of the most over things in WWE at the moment. Everyone loves them. They've gone from saying New Day sucks to New Day rocks so quickly. I went with the Usos. Big old cross, as well as for Brother 35. Matt backed his champs. They walked out, and this is where the beginning of the end looked very certain for one Wrestling at 100. Then we moved into the Rusev Ryback match. I picked Rusev. My other 2 compadres here, or enemies, we shall call them, picked Ryback. Thankfully, Rusev pulling off the win pay-per-view, and that gave me a bit of hope. I was like, yes, we can do this. The match was very average, Monday Night Raw quality sort of match right there. Then we had, we'll talk about Alberto Del Rio, Jake Swagger. This match was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Jake Swagger didn't look as weak as a lot of people would have pegged him to look. However, Alberto Del Rio was never going to drop that title. All 3 of us predicting that. And then we'll talk about the match that just took my childhood, ripped it away, throw it in the trash can. Team ECW versus Team Wyatt. Here was me thinking that WWE would stop screwing over the Dudleys. You actually put the Dudleys in their environment. You put them in a tables match. You bring back 2 icons of ECW. The Wyatt family have their whole career ahead of them. Yet they couldn't lose one single match to the Dudley Boys in their environment. That was just a big spit in the face, in my opinion. Wrongly booked. You might call me being sour. I might be too sour here for the New Day, but it was a shame the way the match ended as well. Them getting rid of Eric Rowan and then just falling like one after the other. Absolutely ridiculous. If you're going to have them lose, at least let them lose with a bit of dignity. Not like that. That was just appalling to me. Why it's picking up the win. It was all over Red Rover by then. Then we had Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. What a swerve. Dean Ambrose to walk out of there with the Intercontinental title was insane. I don't think anyone thought Kevin Owens would be dropping that belt anytime soon. However, stranger things have happened. WWE actually making this pay-per-view a little less predictable than Survivor Series. Dean Ambrose walking out with the win. Then we had Charlotte and Paige. You know, the shenanigans match where everyone thought there was going to be a screwy finish. Yeah, there sort of was. Everyone knew Ric Flair being in Charlotte's corner was going to lead to some sort of dirty tactics, and that's exactly what happened. It was pretty much a 2-on-1 handicap match. Charlotte picking up the win. And then we had the main event, Sheamus, Roman Reigns. Turning point for Roman Reigns here. I feel like everyone is in the corner of Roman Reigns now. Honestly, they did such a good job here of actually pushing Roman Reigns and getting everyone on his side. So, Royal Rumble time, surely we'll be seeing Roman Reigns return to being the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, walking into WrestleMania with that belt as well. However, like myself, tonight was not Roman Reigns' night. Sheamus walking away. Roman went absolutely nuts. I'm predicting some sort of Roman Triple H feud, surely sometime in the near future. This all depends, though, on whether they put the title back on Roman Reigns, because you will not put Triple H in a world title picture again. You will not. Surely, you will not. So that was the end of the pay-per-view. A lot of fans experienced technical difficulties, like myself, Breather35. Throughout the pre-show just wasn't working, and throughout the event, commentary was dropping, lag. There was this little spot during the New Day match where it went back to the pre-show. Whole bunch of technical difficulties, and that's exactly what I'm dubbing this event. It was a one big technical difficulty fail. That's all it was. Because now we move forward. The Kiwi WWE predictions. It's no longer, because the belt is now heading offshore. For those that don't know, Matt, the newcomer, RK Over Entertainment, has done it. He's beaten both myself and Breather35 and become a debutant KWP champion. Now, I feel like it's a good time to reflect. Reflect on the year 2015, what has been, but what is to come in 2016. Because Matt, once that new year hits, everything's going to change for you. We're now gunning for you. So, hold that title at Christmas. Take all your Christmas photos with it. Send it off to all your family. Have a nice New Year's party with the title. Because next year, there's not going to be any parties for you. It might be a loser party. But I don't see you, much like Sheamus, walking into WrestleMania as a champion. And you can believe that because it's true. It's damn true.